Good day, everyone. Today we are going to talk about VMware Workstation. It is a free solution for virtualizing an operating system. So you can select Linux or Windows. We're going with Windows. I am going to get this thing downloaded. We're going to launch it, install it, and we should be able to get Kali Linux virtualized on this Windows 10 machine quite simply. So let's launch. Let's go ahead and this installer. Now with the installer launching, we should be able to just go ahead and proceed through the prompts. And the reason why you virtualize is so you can run another operating system on top of your current operating system. In the case of this type of hypervisor anyways, there are different reasons why you could virtualize, but what we're talking about in this specific case where we are virtualizing Kali Linux on a Windows machine, we are doing that so we then have access to the Kali Linux system. So this is talking about an enhanced driver keyboard or enhanced keyboard driver. We do not need that. We will not join the customer experience improvement program, and we can check for updates. So we will go ahead and get this thing installed. Now, with virtualization, you can also use this when you're looking at malicious software. So, for example, if someone sends you a link to a file and you are not sure exactly what it does, you can have a virtualized system opened and open this scary executable or scary program inside of this virtual system. So it's kind of like a box inside of your box that contains software and just whatever. Okay, so it's pretty neat, pretty interesting, the concept and how advanced it has become now. But with that said, security impacts everything. If you have a box inside of a box and someone has a knife to stab outside of the box to get outside of that inside box, and they stab outside of that box to get further outside the box, they can just go wherever they want to. Okay, so think of that concept of you're trying to keep software in a box. Well, if that software has a knife to stab through the box and crawls out, ouch, you're not contained anymore. And when that happens, it is called an escape. So you can escape from the sandbox. Attackers will use this method when attacking virtual systems at times. So make sure that your virtualization software is all up to date. Your patching, kernel patching is great. You definitely do not want to have someone use a rootkit against one of your servers, but that comes a little later on down the road when we focus more on server security. For the time being, we are really just showing you what a virtual machine is and how simple it is to use. So with our VMware Workstation 15 launched here, it's going to say that we can get non-commercial use for free, and we're just going to say continue. We simply want to create a new virtual machine, so we're going to click create new virtual machine, and we're going to select an ISO file. You can see I have used Parrot Security in the past. In this case, I'm going to show you using Kali Linux. So now that we have our Kali Linux ISO file selected, we're going to go next. Linux, yep, WN, good. Kali Blood. There we go. The maximum disk size we're going to allow, we'll say 20. We don't need 20, but yeah, we'll just start off like this and see what happens. For the memory, we can customize this, bring it up to about 2 gigs there. Close, finish, and from there you can just click play. It's going to okay, so we can get VMware tools. We don't want this. I mean, you can get it if you want it. I'm just going to say remind me later. We don't need that. Go ahead and click inside your VM, press enter. It's going to live boot Kali Linux. This is important because if you want to, for example, mess around more with penetration testing and security, instead of just only doing blue team stuff, this is the route you need to get to. So, I mean, whether you go with Parrot Security or you go with Kali Linux, you need to choose a pen testing operating system that you can get very comfortable with, that you can know and really love. So we're going to use the default config, launch up our terminal here, and from here we're going to go get started with Hack the Box. And up at the top, just click join HTB. And if we press F12 and we look at sources, let's take a peek at the JavaScript. You can see right quick that the invite API, if we scroll through, it has some functions. Let's just call this again then, I guess. Let's go to console, clear this shit out. Okay, so this is rot 13. We need to copy this. Go to this in rape deck. You can see it's rot 13. So it tells us that we need to make a post request here. So go back over here, throw that in. And we're not making a post request, so that's wrong. We need to do curl. So start off by getting curl installed. Well, hold on. There you fucking go. Have fun.